Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. I'm Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy to have you here with me in the secret hideout of super secret science. And we're apparently, it's a quest, and we're gonna do it. Gorgon's gone to hell, writes Walton, or M. Walton. I don't actually know what M stands for. And we don't expect it to come back. So the secret society of super science sidekicks are shipping out while there's still ships to catch. And we're leaving our replica PET behind as pet. I can't say it's what we wanted, not after all the shit we churned through to make it, but it's what our fearless leader, the inimitable Archibald Excelsior, would have asked of us. Now, if you're reading this, that means you're a scavenger. Scavenging takes daring, gumption, and a dash of rank, reckless stupidity. Just the kind of qualities Archibald's been known to prize, and just the kind of person worthy of our pet, the best and only prototype pest extermination truncheon in all of Halcyon. If you want it, friend, it is yours. All you gotta do is pass our test and prove yourself a true fan of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, law speed, and good luck. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Maurice. That is what M stands for, Maurice Walton. And I can return to messages, but that is basically it. And then I can return to root, but I think that is also basically it. So we need things. Are y'all ready for that? Because I think we are. So, how do I do that? Peril on Gorgon. That's the one. Retrieve. No. Find the... Ooh. A dialogue between dead men. So we've been finding some clues already. And now we know where to go. And hopefully I don't break my legs with doing it. So, we also know where to come back to, more importantly, because we have not been here before. Despite me thinking that we had last episode when I showed up, really. I might have seen that. And maybe that's why I remembered. Are there people over here? There are people over here. I wouldn't want to bother them. Because that is definitely where I've been to already. Yeah, we've been over there. Oh, getting turned around. Need to be cautious about that. But on this side... Where are we? Oh, we definitely haven't been here. Ooh, this is interesting. It kind of goes... Yeah, it's pretty good. So there's a shortcut. There's not a shortcut, but it leads you upstairs. Well, I say upstairs. There's no stairs here to go up, but you know what I mean. It just goes above. So if you go around, you get onto the bridge that actually goes above where we just were. And the other marauders that we saw, they don't really matter. Not only are they not people... It's mostly they respawn a bunch, so we don't pay attention to that. Also, this might be leading to the same place I could go to through that little shortcut that we found last episode, although it's not looking likely. So we're gonna need to figure out how to backtrack and all that eventually. But for right now, we have a door. It is barred. That is worrisome. Why do you do this to me? And the reason might be because it's Oh, this is where we're supposed to go as well. Wow. It's a good thing that we did what we did, that we came back, actually. Hopefully there's no people over here, because they spawn. Yeah. They sometimes spawn. Not all the time, as you can observe. So yeah, it's a good thing that we went over there, because we were actually exploring this little corridor through the mountain. Lovely place, absolutely gorgeous. But it also had a bunch of mines, and that wasn't as good. And also some dead people. Scientists, in fact. And there's a radio in here. I think that's the sound that we're hearing.
We call them marauders. Like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
Adrenal time is related to Edgewater? Interesting that Parvati didn't say anything about that. But also that was Ambrose. That was Olivia Ambrose.
When does a man become marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed.
Looks like an observatory to me. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice?
Yes. Yes is the answer. Although, maybe is her point that he doesn't serve Spacer's choice? I wonder if she's being portrayed now as having... Wow, that'd be an interesting thing. You know, having remorse or some manner of conscience, I believe is the word, about this whole ordeal. Morris. This is from Eustace over here. I've made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong, I think, with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are and the rest of them. How do you fare, Morris, up on your vaunted perch, when the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you and your fine telescope? Do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane. These wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They have whispered to me the trick of their metamorphosis, and I have bottled it as they taught me. Come down to the shadow of the manufactory, Morris. Down to the ravine, and they will teach you their trick, too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. All glory to the pet. Eustace. And we have indeed found... Oh, there's another issue over here of Excelsior. We have indeed found references of the pet before, I think. I just didn't pay it any attention because, you know, it's just the pet. It's like, whatever. But we are here for another exhilarating adventure of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Plague of the Manti-Man. Rather... just the Plague of Manti-Man, issue number 1. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt on the comic's spine is the word speak. So it's speak something and speak friend, and yeah, it's gonna be a reference to the famous Lord of the Rings what's the word? It's not riddle. What's the word? Well, it's not. Well, it's an instance where they wanted to go into the mines of Moria, and Gandalf couldn't remember the password because he's an old doofus. Very much so in the first book of the Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, Tolkien has a little bit of a trek to go through, or had a little bit of a trek to go through with Gandalf throughout his career writing all his books, and Gandalf definitely changed a lot from his original show. Well, definitely from his original appearances, but also from who he is, even in the Hobbit that got published before the Lord of the Rings. But you can even tell that Gandalf definitely changes from book 1 of Lord of the Rings to book 6. Although the one in Moria is book 2 already, I think. So yeah, in the case of Gandalf is already Gandalf really shows up. Gandalf is like the best Gandalf for me is in book 2 of Lord of the Rings, because there's 6 of them, although they're usually published 2 and 2 and 2 together. In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Manti-Man, intent on taking the cities for their own. How dare they? Manti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sysax Sassafras, against Excelsior in hand to claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have blessed his insectile foe with the help of his handy pet, his eye is caught by Isabella Femme Fatale, Interesting. Manti Mastermind's Dancing Queen. Will our mustachioed hero survive his brush with a Spindle Knight and with love? No, it wasn't love. He was just horny as all hell. And that's how that worked out. In the end, she said, no. And he was like, okay. And murdered the other one because of the... Was it with Spindle Knight? That's the one. He murdered the Spindle Knight. Anyway, that was what we came here to do. Really lovely place, actually. Everything is lovely. But there's no passage. So this is bad news. Because remember us being over there? Now we're not over there. How shall I rectify this circumstance? With cuts. That's how I do. We're all almost there again. But I also saw... Oh, don't go away. Oh, no. Did you see that? You saw it. I mean, you could have seen it. What is that? We've been there. I don't remember that, but it looks cool. It's like a helmet, except maybe not. Also, speaking of helmets, look at that bone. I mean, I didn't mean to for it to sound dirty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, look at the bones. It's a spinal bone. Hi, there's people. Second mate Rex. They're not mean people, apparently. Are there? Okay, well, I guess we're going down there. Just not necessarily through the path I probably wanted to do. There's also pipes all over the place. So, another thing is that barred door didn't actually get opened by us going back to things. Also, where are we? Yeah, our objective is also back here, by the way, for Excelsior. So that's going to be kind of a journey. Got some things over here. Nothing important. Is this like a mine? Where are we? A mine! Since we're talking about Moria and the Lord of the Rings and all that. That is a line in the movies that I did not understand. The one delivered by Gimli in when they get into Moria. He said also because the theater or theatric cut, I believe is what it's called, of the movie cuts off. No, I think even in the director's cut, it still cuts it off weirdly. Basically, they get into Moria and Gimli, who, well, I don't know that he actually lived in Moria ever, but his father definitely did, or his uncle at least. I'm not 100% sure, but family. It's all family, and he apparently liked it a lot, and it was like, oh, they call it a mine. It's a city. It's amazing, and so he's going on about how it's amazing. But you just get, like, for cinematic purposes and whatnot, you just get to hear the last part of the conversation. So he goes, and they call it a mine. A mine! It's like, I'm very bad at imitating everything, so I'm very sorry about that. But if you've seen the movie, you know which line I'm talking about. Also, I've seen this. Either it's a copy-paste. No, it is. It is a copy-paste. Sort of. I don't know. I mean, it could be. It's just random details outside. I don't know that we've ever been here, though. Well, the door is open. There's enemies somewhere. I don't... Oh, there you are.
Take him down!
Oh, hi. They are good. Like, they do damage for days. Okay. Should not underestimate the power of these guys.
Everyone all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we haven't been here. So, the reason why I thought that maybe we had is because it's actually connected to this area. And it wouldn't be too much of a leap. But it turns out that it was. I was looking at the numbers and was like, I don't think I can do that. As it turns out, I can. What is this? It is an elevator. So we're not going to worry too much about that. probably one of those elevators that is accessible from both sides. Got some things over here. Yeah, some good things. I mean, it's locked after a very high level thing. Contraband is the name of a shotgun. I don't think I like the implication here. It is not the name of a shotgun. It's the name of a pistol. The implication, not really the storytelling implication, but rather the implication that I might have to change the shotgun that I use, which I most definitely do not want to change. So we came from there. And this is back to where we've been to already, so we don't really need to go there. And we don't have the key for any of these doors, but we also don't need them. Speaking of which, we just found some. And Officer Olson, I'd like to follow up with you regarding yesterday's chat. Now, this could be a whole mess, or this could be something we resolve quickly to the mutual benefit of both parties. Here's what I'm going to do. I've enclosed the key that unlocks a safe you'll find behind a wall panel in my room, in which I most certainly do not store that stockpile of adrenatime some hullhead tipped you off about. Maybe some of that supply, which again, I must stress does not exist, goes missing from time to time. It happens. There's quite a lot of it, and who's to say I count doses that carefully? I get new deliveries in all the time. My perfectly legal, non-adrenatime-related business provides a valuable service to my customers who benefit immensely from a product otherwise tied up in too much legal red tape, like testing phases and human safety. Should my operation be permitted to continue as before, I'd ask that you hold on to the enclosed key for safekeeping. I think that would prevent any further issues between the two of us, don't you? Kindest regards, Frida Weber. Or Weber, because it doesn't have two B's. And I don't know if that makes a difference. Because the only Weber I know that is pronounced Weber is Mark Webber, who is a Formula 1 driver. But I also know of somebody called Weber. And is German physician, I believe. Not physician. Dang it, I say physician all the time. It's physicist. It's a very different thing. Although they could be both. But, you know, because you could be a physicist and a physician at the same time. Wouldn't that be a fun life? You probably wouldn't want to speak English because it'd be very confusing all the time. I'm sure other languages have different words for it. Why is it a physician anyway? Why would you? What is it a physician? That is such a weird word, honestly. Because I know you get a physical, which is like the abbreviation of a physical exam, as far as I can tell. But you just go to the doctor. It's not, you don't get a physical, you go to the doctor. That's what it is. I just gotta call it a physician. Anyway, computers. Main menu, security logs. What do we have? Weber over here, investigation closed. Following additional questioning, Frida Weber cleared of all suspicion. No further investigation needed. Additionally, all future allegations against Weber are to be forwarded to Anne Olson, who it will handle them personally. Other notes from today called to Chem Lab to investigate suspicious noises. We still need to go there as well, obviously. Removed half of one test subject from outflow pipe. And then new lost key card protocol. Log the loss, including date and time and the card user, before printing a new key card at this terminal. New protocol should prevent Olsen from having to print Carter a new key card. Again, passcode, get it together, Carter. That's the passcode right there. And I also have allegations against Weber over here. Received tip that Frida Weber may be engaging in company-prohibited activity, alleged distribution of test product. Questioned Weber at her domicile. Further investigation required. Other notes from today flagged 2 crates of 0G brew shipped in from Terra 2, shipment ID 204I. Bottles concealed subversive propaganda. Destroyed propaganda immediately. 0G brew has been cleared for transport to Office of Creative Incubation Cafeteria. Lucky bastards. I think that the subversive propaganda there is just this is a sort of a nod to sensorial institutions throughout history that do basically this sort of stuff. This chocolate is very, very propaganda. No, it's dirty, bad propaganda. We are gonna seize it so I can eat the chocolate. In this case, it's the 0G brew that they want to drink. Print new security card. Sure, I have all the codes. Why wouldn't I? Oh, no. I can only print the one? Well, I mean, I don't need it. But I can only print the one security key card. Oh, whatever. I didn't pay attention. I thought I was going to be able to print a bunch. It doesn't matter because we can hack all the things. As you've seen, I have not needed to use a security key card for anything. Although there are invisible walls and I'm very upset by them every time. Every time invisible walls upset me. Okay, so where are we going? We've explored this little island over here. Of course, we haven't seen the underground. And our next mission is actually over there, so that is a bit of an issue. So what I want to do is I want to mark this as our main quest. And that is where we're going. So how do I... Oh, the elevator. Oh, but I don't want the elevator. Let's go over there. Because that way we can explore the not the underground, but the lower levels of this map. I think there's sea people. That's not people. It's kind of tricky to read the... To read the landscape in this game. Everything is so busy. It's not everything is busy, but the things are concealed. It's tricky. It's definitely more of a atmospheric. Is that where I think it is? Yes, it is. An atmospheric art direction, which is very much typical of Leo Boyarsky. I mean, this is like...
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever seen bones this cool?
Oh, also that. And we got the bones people. And all the little sprats doing all their spratty things. I say it's a llama. And
You're wrong.
I think I know who wrote this. This is, I believe this is Chelsea Beecham's work. The writer of The Outer Worlds. Sorry, not The Outer Worlds. I mixed it up. I rarely do. I rarely ever do. Outer Wilds, rather, which is a game that I referenced already in this Let's Play. Let's have a chat with him. So, second mate Rex, first mate Raquel, and Captain Bowen Babbage? It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'll just have a chat here with... No, first mate. Wait a minute. It's first mate, because it's first mate to the captain. Right. I'm sorry. I don't know ranks. I mean, it's fine.
Have you ever seen a finer specimen of a llama before?
Dang it.
Llama.
Raquel.
I'm telling you, this isn't the rock. We need to turn back.
This is the spot! Now keep your eyes peeled. The dead drop is at the foot of the alpaca, he said. And this is the alpaca.
Llama.
What was that?
It's a llama we're after, sir, not an alpaca. And this is neither.
Llama, alpaca, same thing.
Llama.
They aren't the same at all, sir. Believe it or not.
Enough! We've got company. Out with it then? Who are you?
Are you the survivors from that crashed ship by the landing pad?
I'm the captain of that crashed vessel, to be perfectly accurate.
Why start now?
What was that, first mate?
Just talking to myself again, sir.
We're on the hunt for a package. It's supposed to be at the foot of this handsome-looking alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama?
Your second mate is very obsessed with llama. He also doesn't emote as a person who would be actually asking the question just now. Let me save you some trouble. I found your package. No, wait. Before I say that, I think I want to say this. I'm pretty sure you're searching in the wrong place.
Well, this is the only alpaca-shaped rock I've seen for miles, so let's agree to disagree.
Llama.
Yeah.
Llama. Sorry about my second mate. Ever since the crash, I can't squeeze a word of sense out of him.
He seems to have a concussion, that's true. So what's the story with the package?
My crew and I are in the, parcel delivery trade.
Of course.
Our client is waiting on a delivery of special medicine, and this asteroid is the handoff point.
He means drugs.
Yes.
It's a specialty cocktail of adrenatime, pep pills, and dervish mist that our client takes to get out of bed every morning.
So, you're drug dealers?
Llama.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, llama boy. I'm getting out of this business as soon as we're done here.
Only problem is the damn parcel isn't where it's supposed to be. Whoever heard of a llama-shaped rock anyway? I mean, what are the odds?
probably better than you'd think. I didn't actually notice that there were a llama-shaped rock though. I could help you find the package.
That won't be necessary. I have everything under control.
Could have fooled me.
First mate, this is a llama, and that's an order. Now find me that package. It's around here somewhere.
Hey, hear me out. You and I both know this isn't a llama.
Your captain needs to get his eyes checked.
Not to mention his ego, his judgment, and his spine. If you backtrack and take the right-hand fork, I could have sworn I saw the rock there already. Captain wouldn't let us stop because the beak wasn't sharp enough to be a llama.
The beak. So he really doesn't know what a llama looks like, does he?
Bingo. He won't even let us turn around because he's dug his heels into this fossil story. His pride is all tangled up in it. We're not getting off Gorgon without that package. If you can find the llama and the goods, you can have my cut of the take. I don't care. I just want out of here.
I'm still not gonna give them the parcel because I want to see the dialogue. Why are you willing to give up your payment for the job?
I lost a lot of friends in that crash. All I got left are my idiot captain and a guy who can't stop saying llama. This isn't about money anymore. It's about survival and cutting my losses.
What the heck is the difference between a llama and an alpaca anyway?
Alpacas are cowards.
Anything else?
Never trust an alpaca. They're small, they're mean, and they'll stab you in the back first chance they get.
Good thing I'm searching for a llama then.
You're telling me. We'd be having a very different conversation if this were an alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama!
Don't let me down. That llama is my ticket out of here.
I gotcha. Don't worry. Right. That might be why he can't stop saying llama. Just hazarding a guess. What does this look like anyway? That's a mantiqueen. That is a... How is that a mantiqueen? I thought mantiqueens were supposed to be like insectoids. But it couldn't be. I don't know what that is. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. And we have the package. But we're also out of time for the day, so we're not really going to be able to deliver it today. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Outer Worlds. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.